You know, the argument that critics of your action make is that if you really had to go and take this extreme step, according to some, of going and addressing a press conference, then go on the real issues, go on judicial corruption, expose the corruption of the judges. You know, to go on administration of judges, administration of justice is the low-hanging fruit.
All right, give me the names of those judges who are corrupt. Give me the names. You're talking about corruption of judges. Give me the names.
I give you the names in this gathering. You will, your fellow judges will throw the contempt of court, which again comes back of judicial accountability. Let's be honest.
One minute.
I'll give you an example, sir. A few years ago, we came very close to stinging a judge of the Supreme Court.
Truth is a good defense. So if you have the name of any judge who's corrupt, tell us.
You see, I will leave that to Prashant Bhushan at some stage.
Allahabad High Court, your court has sent a recommendation for his impeachment.
Sorry?
Justice Shukla of the Allahabad High Court. Your court has recommended his impeachment. What happened to that?
I don't.
The Chief Justice, the then Chief Justice, sir, it's in the public domain.
If I remember correctly, this is what my impression is. That there is an in-house inquiry.
Yes.
Right? Now, that in-house inquiry has to be dealt with by the Chief Justice. Okay, so I am not aware of what was the result of that in-house inquiry. And if the in-house inquiry is concluded, I believe it is concluded. I have no idea what the Chief Justice has done. I have no idea.
Prashant, since you know, do you want to take up the challenge? It is being suggested here by Justice Lokur, name the judges, right? That's effectively what you're saying. You must name the judges.
See, the point is that, for example, there is a recently publicized case of Chief Justice of a High Court who is being considered for elevation to the Supreme Court. The reports in the media and the documents that I have seen suggest that a then sitting judge of the Supreme Court was asked for his opinion about that particular judge. And in his opinion, he said that, look, he appears to have acquired these 6 properties after his being appointed a judge, which appear to be of considerable value. There are very serious allegations that he has undervalued them. They need to be properly valued. He also said that there are serious allegations of his taking cash for bail. Here are 9 orders that he has passed on bail which do not appear to be above board. This matter also needs to be examined, and there are other serious allegations which need to be investigated. Now the point is that there is nothing which shows that any investigation took place on those allegations made by a sitting judge of the Supreme Court. And yet we learn from the media that that judge is being considered for appointment to the Supreme Court. Now, it's not a question of mostly one does not have evidence or hard evidence of corruption of a judge. One occasionally gets some evidence sometimes. But when no investigation takes place, when people make complaints and no investigation takes place on that, that raises very serious questions.
You know, are we saying therefore that this entire system by which, let's assume that there are allegations of corruption, and then you've got to go through a long drawn out process that will eventually, after investigation, possibly lead to impeachment. And we've seen all too few in this country happen. Do you believe that that system also needs to be looked at? That we need perhaps a swifter, more transparent system that doesn't prevent judges from doing their work honestly, but also punishes the dishonest. I mean, let's be honest, hundreds of judges across this country, there must be several of them, sir, who aren't of the highest integrity. And yet, you know, they perhaps get away. Do you believe the system needs to be reviewed for looking at cases of judicial corruption rather than leaving it for gossips in the corridor of the courts?
Yeah. If there is evidence of corruption or strong, not necessarily evidence in that sense, but enough to show that the person is not honest, Yeah, there should be a system, and we need a faster system, certainly, certainly.
So let me be more direct. Do judges protect their own?
No, I don't think so.
So the former Chief Justice of India was indicted for land fraud.
No, let's look at the specific. Do you believe that judges protect their own? And therefore, even that system needs to be reviewed in some form.
I don't know what you mean by protect their own. I mean, if a person is guilty, he's guilty. Where is the question of protecting somebody who's guilty? Right? If the person is innocent, he's innocent. He doesn't need any protection because he's innocent. Now, what you are saying, I suppose, I don't know what you're trying to say. What you are saying is that if in a grey area, perhaps the judges are trying to protect somebody.
No, what I'm saying is that there are numerous, Prashant Bhushan raises one particular instance, but over the years, there have been several such instances. In some cases, you're right, the evidence may not be of 100%, but it's surely worth pursuing and investigating. Do you believe this process of investigating a judge who may be accused of corruption is pursued with the due seriousness, or is there an attempt at the end of the day to play it down, to not take it as seriously as it should?
Okay, let me tell you about my own personal experience.
Yes.
There was an allegation against a particular judge of corruption. Right? I happen to be a member of that in-house committee to look into the allegation of corruption, and we did find that the judge was corrupt, or corrupt in the sense of dishonest. So we did make a recommendation to the Chief Justice. So it's not that these things don't happen. Now what the Chief Justice did after that, I don't know, because that was entirely for the Chief Justice to decide. But if there is some material that a person is corrupt or believed to be corrupt, or believed to be dishonest, or believed to lack integrity, there is a procedure. And I can't tell you offhand how long it took us for that inquiry, but I think the inquiry was conducted fairly fast.